am not going to be reading the story letter in this game because it's problematic. The roommate. Late one night, a young girl went back to her dorm room to pick up her books before heading over to her boyfriend's house to spend the night. She entered the room, but knowing her roommate would be sleeping, she didn't turn on the light. She walked around the room in the dark for a few minutes, picking up what she would need before leaving. The next day, she came back to her room to find it taped off and surrounded by numerous police officers. After explaining to the officers that she lives there, they took her into the room and asked her if she could explain a message written on the bathroom mirror. The message was, "Aren't you glad you didn't turn on the light?" Humans can lick too. One night, a young woman was sleeping in her room when a strange noise awakened her. She instinctively put her hand under the bed to check her dog. When she put her hand under the bed, the dog licked her hand as every time she did that. Seeing that the dog was calm, she thought to herself that it was probably nothing and went back to sleep. The next day, she woke up and saw the most frightening scene of her life. Her dog was hanged in her room and his guts slashed, and on the wall behind the dog, written in dog's blood, was a sentence: "Humans can lick too." The crash. A young girl had decided to sneak out of the house to go to a party her strict parents wouldn't allow her to go to. While she was there, she met a guy she liked and went with him to a local makeout spot. The guy was pretty drunk, and when he got too rough, she insisted on going back to the party. On the way back, the drunken boy caused a terrible accident by crashing into another vehicle. When the girl awoke in the hospital, she knew she was dying. She was told that the guy she'd been with had died in the accident, and so had the couple in the other car. She begged a nurse to tell her parents that she was very sorry she disobeyed them. The nurse just looked at her. After the girl died, another nurse asked why she hadn't said anything when the teen had asked her to give the message to her parents. And the nurse said, "I didn't know what to say. The people in the other car were her parents." Chat room. A young boy met a new friend in a chat room and began talking to him on a regular basis. The friend was from out of state, but one day said that he'll be in town in a couple weeks, and they made plans to finally meet. The boy began to feel odd about that arrangement, confessed the whole thing to his parents. The father immediately contacted the authorities, and after a couple hours, the chat was traced to a local prison. The prisoner who'd been using that computer was scheduled for release in 2 weeks. Sorry to be so cryptic about the letter story, but if you want to know more, just go to Snopes and look up AIDS Mary.